Hi, I'm Melody. I'm 52 years old, married to my husband David for 28 years, and until 3 weeks ago, I thought I had the perfect family. We live in a comfortable suburban home in Ohio, the kind with a white picket fence and a garden I tend every weekend. Our son Marcus is 26, and I thought we'd raised him right. Melody, you're going to love these tomatoes this year, David said one Saturday morning, standing in our kitchen with his coffee. They're already bigger than last season's. That's because you actually remembered to water them this time, I teased, pouring myself a cup. He laughed. Fair point. Hey, have you talked to Marcus lately? He's been kind of distant. You know how he gets when he's stressed about work? I said, waving it off. He'll come around. I guess. But he canceled dinner again last week. That's 3 times this month. David, he's building his career. We should be proud. Proud? The kid barely returns our calls anymore. He's 26. He's establishing independence. Remember when we were that age? We still made time for family, David muttered into his coffee. What I didn't know then was that Marcus wasn't building anything except a plan to destroy us. The truth came crashing down on a Tuesday afternoon when Marcus's ex-girlfriend, Jennifer, showed up at my door. I hadn't seen her in over a year, not since she and Marcus broke up. She looked terrible, pale, shaking, her eyes red from crying. Jennifer, what's wrong? Come in, sit down. Mrs. Patterson, I need to tell you something, she stammered, collapsing onto my couch. I didn't know if I should, but I can't keep quiet anymore. Sweetheart, you're scaring me. What is it? It's Marcus. He's planning something really bad. My heart stopped. What do you mean? I overheard him 2 weeks ago. He was on the phone with someone talking about getting rid of you and Mr. Patterson. Her voice broke. At first, I thought I misheard, but then I heard more. He was talking about making it look like an accident. Carbon monoxide poisoning. I felt the room spin. That's impossible. Marcus wouldn't. Mrs. Patterson, I dated him for 3 years. I know when he's serious. She pulled out her phone with trembling hands. I recorded part of a conversation. I know I shouldn't have, but something told me I needed proof. She played the audio. Marcus's voice, clear as day. The furnace guy I found will do it for 10 grand. He'll mess with the ventilation system, make it leak into their bedroom. They'll just go to sleep and never wake up. Then the house is mine, the life insurance is mine. Everything. Another voice responded. And you're sure nobody will suspect? Why would they? Mom and Dad are in their 50s. Accidents happen. Plus, I'm the grieving son. I inherit everything, sell the house, and I'm set for life. I couldn't breathe. My own son, my baby. There's more, Jennifer whispered. He's been gambling. He owes some really dangerous people a lot of money. He thinks killing you both is his way out. When? I managed to choke out. When is this supposed to happen? This week. He mentioned something about this Thursday, when that furnace company is supposed to come do your routine maintenance. Thursday. 2 days away. Jennifer, why are you telling me this? Because despite everything, you and Mr. Patterson were always kind to me. You didn't deserve a son like Marcus, and you definitely don't deserve this. She stood up. I have to go. I've said too much already, but please protect yourselves. After she left, I sat there for an hour, that audio playing over and over in my head. Then David came home. Hey, honey, Melody? What's wrong? I looked up at my husband, this man I'd spent nearly 3 decades with, and said 5 words I never thought I'd say. Our son wants us dead. David listened to the recording 3 times, his face growing harder with each replay. That ungrateful, sick. He stopped himself, running his hands through his hair. We need to call the police. And say what? That my ex-girlfriend's ex-boyfriend recorded him planning murder? They'll need more than this. Then what do? We investigate. Carefully. I started with Marcus's childhood friend, Tyler, who now worked as a private investigator. I met him at a coffee shop the next morning. Mrs. P, it's been forever. Tyler greeted me warmly, then frowned. But you look terrible. What's going on? I showed him everything. The recording, Jennifer's testimony, all of it. His expression darkened. Jesus. Marcus? I mean, I knew he'd gotten into some trouble, but this? You knew? He borrowed money from me 6 months ago. Said it was for an investment opportunity. Never paid me back. Tyler leaned forward. Let me look into his finances. If he's in debt to dangerous people, there'll be a trail. How long will that take? Give me until tonight. I've got contacts. That afternoon, I called the furnace company. Hi, this is Melody Patterson. I have an appointment scheduled for tomorrow. Yes, ma'am. Routine maintenance with our technician, Derek Chen. Can you tell me who scheduled this appointment? There was a pause. Let me check. It was scheduled by a Marcus Patterson. Is he your son? Yes. Can you cancel it, please? Actually, can you tell me if Derek Chen has done work for us before? No, ma'am. This would be his first visit to your home, and... This is odd. What is? Your son paid in advance, in cash? That's unusual for routine maintenance. My blood ran cold. Please cancel that appointment immediately. And if Derek Chen tries to come anyway, call the police. Mrs. Patterson, is everything? Just please do as I ask. That evening, Tyler came to our house with a folder thick with documents. Marcus is in deep, he said grimly. He owes $150,000 to a loan shark named Vincent Russo. This guy doesn't mess around. There've been 3 assault charges against him in the past 5 years. David's face went red. That idiot. That absolute... There's more, Tyler interrupted. I found Derek Chen, the furnace technician. He's not licensed. He's actually one of Russo's guys. He's been arrested twice for assault and once for attempted murder. So Marcus hired a hitman, I said flatly. Basically. And get this. I checked your life insurance policies. Marcus is listed as the sole beneficiary on both. $2 million combined, plus this house is worth about $800,000. He changed our beneficiaries? David exploded. How? I'm guessing forged signatures. But here's what you can use. I got Chen on tape today. Told him I had a similar problem with my parents. He straight up admitted he does this kind of work, even quoted me a price. What did he say exactly? I asked. He said, 10 grand gets you a clean accident. No questions, no investigation. Your folks go to sleep, never wake up. Those were his exact words. That's premeditated murder for hire, David said. Exactly. And it ties directly to Marcus's plan. I looked at the evidence spread across our dining room table. We need to talk to Marcus. Tonight. David shook his head. No way. We call the police now. If we do that without a confession, he might get out of it. His lawyer could claim the recording is fake, that Jennifer fabricated it. We need him to admit it himself. Tyler nodded slowly. She's right. We need him on record admitting the plan. So what? David demanded. We just invite our murderous son over for dinner? Yes, I said. That's exactly what we do. Marcus arrived the next evening, smiling like nothing was wrong. Tyler was hiding in our study with recording equipment. David and I sat across from our son in the living room where I'd raised him, where he'd taken his first steps. Hey, Mom, Dad? What's this about? You sounded weird on the phone. We need to talk about your finances, Marcus, I said calmly. His smile faltered. My finances? That's none of your... You owe Vincent Russo $150,000. The color drained from his face. How did you... Answer me. Is it true? I had some bad luck, but I'm handling it. By having us killed? David's voice was steel. Marcus laughed, but it sounded forced. What? That's crazy. What are you even talking about? I played Jennifer's recording. His face went through a journey. Shock, anger, fear, then cold calculation. That psycho ex of mine recorded a private conversation? That's illegal. So is conspiracy to commit murder, I shot back. You can't prove anything. That could be anyone's voice. Derek Chen, David said. Ring a bell? Marcus stood up. This is insane. I'm leaving. Sit down, I commanded. Something in my voice made him freeze. Sit down. He sat. Why, Marcus? Just tell me why. You want to know why? His mask finally cracked. Because you two have everything. This perfect house, perfect life, perfect retirement planned. Meanwhile, I'm drowning. I made some mistakes, took some risks that didn't pan out, and now I'm stuck. So your solution was to murder us? I didn't have a choice. Russo's guys were going to kill me anyway. At least this way, something good comes from it. I get the money, start over, and you two wouldn't have suffered. Carbon monoxide is painless. How generous, I said coldly. Mom, you don't understand the pressure I'm under. Don't you dare, David interrupted. Don't you dare try to make yourself the victim here. I'm not. I'm just explaining. You're explaining why you thought it was okay to murder your parents for money, I said. There's no explanation that makes that okay. Marcus's expression shifted again, and suddenly he was crying. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight. The pressure, the fear. I just panicked. But I can fix this. I'll call Chen, cancel everything. We can forget this happened. Please, Mom, Dad, I'm your son. No, I said simply. What? No, I don't accept your apology. I don't forgive you. And I'll never forget this. His tears stopped instantly, replaced by cold rage. You're really going to ruin my life over this? I didn't actually do anything. You hired a hitman. Nothing happened. You're both fine. Because Jennifer warned us, David said. Because we stopped you. Marcus stood up again, his face twisted with anger. Fine. You want to play it this way? Good luck proving anything. That recording won't hold up in court. Chen will deny everything, and I'll make sure everyone knows what vindictive, cruel parents you are. Is that a threat? I asked. It's a promise. You think I'm going down alone? I'll drag you both through hell. I'll contest everything in court, tie up your assets for years. I'll tell everyone you're lying, that you fabricated everything because you never loved me. The study door opened. Tyler stepped out. We got it all. Every word. Marcus lunged at Tyler. You son of a... David grabbed him and Marcus shoved him hard. David stumbled back, hitting the wall. Marcus raised his fist and I screamed. Tyler tackled Marcus before the punch landed. That's assault, on top of everything else. Sirens wailed outside. I'd had Tyler call the police during the confession. You called the cops? Marcus struggled against Tyler. Mom, please, I'm your son. No, I said, watching the officers come through the door. My son died the moment he decided we should. The trial took 4 months. Derek Chen, facing his own charges, testified against Marcus in exchange for a lighter sentence. Jennifer's recording was admitted as evidence. Tyler's recording sealed it. Marcus's lawyer tried everything, claiming the recordings were manipulated, that Marcus was entrapped, that he never intended to go through with it. None of it worked. I sat in the courtroom every single day, listening to my son's defense attorney paint him as a victim of circumstance, a good kid who made mistakes under pressure. During sentencing, the judge asked if I wanted to make a statement. Your Honor, I said, standing. Marcus Patterson is my son. I gave birth to him, raised him, loved him. But the man sitting in that defendant's chair isn't the boy I raised. He's someone who valued money over human life, who saw his parents as obstacles instead of people. I don't forgive him. I don't excuse him. And I hope this sentence reflects the severity of what he attempted to do. Marcus was sentenced to 25 years for conspiracy to commit murder, attempted murder, forgery, and assault. After the verdict, he tried one more time. They were leading him away, and he turned to us. Mom! Dad! Please, we can work this out. I'll do therapy, whatever you want. Just don't abandon me. I'm still your son. You stopped being our son when you hired someone to kill us, David said quietly. But I'm all you have. You can't just throw me away. Watch us, I replied. David put his arm around me. We turned and walked away. You're really not going to respond? Tyler asked outside the courthouse. What's there to say? I replied. He made his choice. Now he lives with it. 3 months later, I got a letter from prison. Marcus again, apologizing, begging for reconciliation, promising he'd changed. I read it once, then shredded it. You okay? David asked, watching me. Yeah, I said. You know what's strange? I thought I'd feel sadder, but mostly I just feel free. Free? Free from the lie. We spent 26 years thinking we had a loving son. Now we know the truth. It hurts, but at least it's honest. Jennifer came by last week. She'd started therapy, was doing better. How are you holding up? She asked over tea. Better than I expected, I admitted. We're selling the house, moving to Arizona. Fresh start. That sounds nice. And Marcus? Marcus is exactly where he belongs. He tried to take everything from us. Our lives, our peace, our security. Instead, he lost everything. That's not revenge. That's just justice. Do you think he'll ever really understand what he did wrong? Honestly, I don't care anymore. That's his journey, not mine. David and I leave for Arizona next month. New house, new garden, new life. One without a son who tried to murder us for inheritance money. Sometimes people ask if I ever think about visiting Marcus. The answer is always the same. No. He wanted us dead. He doesn't get the privilege of our presence now that we're alive. Some betrayals don't deserve forgiveness. Some apologies don't deserve acceptance. And some relationships aren't worth saving. What would you do if someone you trusted completely betrayed you in the worst way possible? How would you handle discovering your own family member wanted you dead? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more true stories about justice, revenge, and moving forward after betrayal.